Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's been a very long time and you're joining me in 2025 in front of my E30 that you've probably not seen on the channel for over a year now. A lot has happened last year. Went travelling, had a sports injury, but I've been slacking with this, I'll be honest. It's sat here for two and a half, nearly 3 years. It's been on these axle stands. It's looking pretty sorry for itself. So in today's video, we're going to go around it, maybe do a little bit of work, see how we go. Anyway, stay tuned if you want to see the E30 done, because it might happen soon. Because we've got some big news, hopefully, next few weeks. Let's have a little recap. Why is this off the road? Well, about 3 years ago, I jacked up the rear end on the rear subframe, and the bush, well, the bolt stayed there, the subframe went up, the rear subframe bush is absolutely knackered, not attached anymore. So that was the first thing. Took those off, took off the old arms, got them in here. What have we got yet? Old drum brakes, and you can see the bushes. These ones here, look, all just perished, falling apart. Yeah, so took the old drum brakes off. We've got a rear disc brake swap going on. Ignore that, that's for another day. That sump, standard E30 things, I believe. Very crispy. Yeah, so rear subframe off, on the ground, lead on your back. New rear brake discs, trailing arms put on. New handbrake cables, obviously they were seized. Pulled them off. Yeah, and within all that, I realised the fuel tank was leaking. Of course it was. So, new fuel tank, which is still leaking, annoyingly, from the underside. Let me get under here and I'll show you what I've done. Alright then, you're joining me under a car. Right, so we've got the new fuel tank, boom. And if you can see up in there should be a pipe joining. There's like one here and there's one above here, joining both sides. That one's leaking, so I've just got a little bit of rubber hose with a bolt in both sides. Just like a fill up one half, start it, move it around without losing everything to the floor. Annoyingly, it's right above the exhaust as well, which is never good. Hopefully we don't have too much problems there. Yeah, braided lines up here, going up, replaced all the hard lines. There's one here, made cunifer line, bent shape up to there, new braided lines. Been busy under here. Not too busy that I've, could have done it in a month, but I didn't. But yeah, it's all back together, props all on, torqued, I've got the under trays on, exhaust, probably knackered at this point, rusty, probably leaking. Got to reconnect the fuel hoses, not sure which one's the feed, which one's the return. But yeah, but today we'll carry on, do a bit of work on this as I return to YouTube, eh? Let's crack on. Let's start with the rear brakes, get all that back together, and at least I can hopefully start rolling it, can't I? New disc, was it like £9 each? So a couple of years ago, I sent the brake calipers off this rear disc brake arm, or both of them, to a company called Big Red. There you go, Big Red brakes. Yeah, got them redone in a nice black. This is how they come back. There you go, that's their stuff. If you fancy it, Big Red. UK. Let's have a look at these, shall we? I have had a little look, but a little bit of an unboxing almost, isn't it? Lots of bubble wrap, that you will notice. Probably sounds awful on camera as well. There we go. And then got a bag. Cardboard, bit more foam, and And there we go, that's what we got inside. Take this off. Tell you what guys, I went for black because I didn't want to be, you know, too in your face about it, but they are looking good, aren't they? Let's obviously the this side, no paint in any of the threads. Love to see it. So yeah, got a set of these, gonna fit these now. Right, and this thing else I've been doing, making these little 3D printed tool carriers. You know, these classically come in the vacuum form boxes. You drop it, they end up everywhere. Look at that. 3D printed this, I've embedded magnets into there. No matter shaking, allows them to come out. Pull them out easily by hand. Magnet themselves back in. Absolutely genius, guys. If you've got a 3D printer in the 3D modelling, definitely do something like that with your tools. Right, so unfortunately you don't have any new bracket fitting bolts, but that's okay, we'll manage. There you go, that way around. Like that. Got the caliper on nice and tight. It's just hanging on there for now, which I know is not great, but look at how cute these little brake pads are. They're so diddy. Little tiny brake pads on the disc. So yeah, a couple of those. Padded, as always. There you go. Come on. Right, okay, so got it on. Bit fiddly. These prongs on these pads were a bit close together, so I've had to sort of bend them in a bit just to get them to fit nicely in the caliper. But he's in, everything's all torqued up, all the cables done up, no twist on them. Looks good, that's what you want. Yeah, that looks pretty smart, doesn't it? Nice BMW calipers there, refurbished. New pads. It turns as expected. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I'll get on and do the other side now. And then hopefully this thing can go back on. I know, that's a lie, it's not going back on the ground. Hasn't got any springs in it. Needs the fuel hoses doing. Let's see how far we get today anyway. Right then guys, losing the light and a bit of temperature. Ooh, getting cold. Still January, by the way, working outside. My phone says 4 degrees. There you go. Right. Brakes. Spring, brakes, brakes. That's it guys. E30 is getting slightly closer hopefully. So much so I might have put some wheels on it. Make me think like I've done a good job. Still need to torque up the rear subframe. Must not forget. And anyway, the exciting news hopefully will come in the next few videos. I'm still waiting to hear for sure. But it does all tie in with why this is being put back together all of a sudden when it's been sat for 3 years. So yeah, stay tuned guys if you want to know what's going on in my life. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you've made it this far. And if you've made it this far, you may as well. Thanks for joining me today guys. I will catch you next time here at Keats Garage.